What's up everybody, it's AJ with eTrailer.com. Today we're going to be looking at the best bike racks for mountain bikes. There's a lot of things to consider when looking at bike racks, especially with mountain biking. They need to handle a little heavier bike, and you're not always going to be on the road with that bike rack, so you want to make sure it's holding that bike in place where you're getting to the trailhead. So we looked at some budget-friendly ones, some high-end ones, and found some in the middle to help give you suggestions, pros and cons, and find out which one works best for you. First bike rack is going to be the Swagman XTC2 Tilt. So this one is lacking a lot of bells and whistles, but it is budget friendly and holds the bike really well. We were surprised on how much we like it. It didn't take too long to load the bike up there, bring the hook down on the frame, and then strap down the tires. It held pretty good on our test course. And it also tilts away from the vehicle so you can access the back of your vehicle if you need to get to something back there. That's a feature that usually budget-friendly ones cut out. It was awesome that this one had it, and it held the bike as sturdy as it does. Another good thing about the Tilt here is that it folds up the side and gets real small, so it's not going to take up a whole lot of space in your garage. So if you're already struggling with storing your mountain bike and the bike rack, this is going to help you out. Another thing is they have this little hole here where you push to release the hooks. You're going to have padlocks, so you get a security feature on a budget rack, which is rare. So I like that. I can lock my bike up and I don't have to worry about it when I'm not around it. Now, one thing I don't like is the center mast. It does kind of get in the way when you go to put a bike on there, but if you can get around that, you don't think it's a big deal, it's still a good bike rack. But we have some other bike racks to check out that don't have the center mast. Next up, we're gonna look at the Thule T2 Pro XTR. So this one is, like I said, there's no center mast. It's gonna be easy to load those bikes or take them off. Also, it holds it by the front wheel now, so there's no hooks touching the frame, so you don't have to worry about any frame contact. You have a strap back here on this tire, making it secure to the bike rack, and we tested it on that test course, and it stayed in place, so we really like this one. Another thing we liked about it was that you can put two different size bikes on there too. So with the other one, with that center mast, you had to switch the hooks to get those different size frames on there. This one, you can go from a mountain bike to a kid's bike, no big deal. They go on there very easily, like I said. It holds up to 60 pounds per tray over here. Also, it is a little bulkier than the last one we did, but lifting up out of the hitch, it does have wheels on the bottom. So it's not really gonna help us off-road, but when you're loading up in the garage, it's gonna be helpful to be able to wheel it in there to its spot. Security is also important. So this one has built-in cable locks in each one of the arms. So it's not very long though, so you can get it through the front tire and around, plug it in here. But at least it has that for both of the trays. Now you can also lock the hand knob at the bottom, is what you use to tighten up to the hitch, so you don't need tools for this one. And you can lock that so that it'll free spin so that nobody can take the bike rack off, and your bike's also secure. Now this bike rack, like most of them we're gonna show you, does tilt away. So you just grab the handle here at the end, makes it easy, and it tilts down. Now we're gonna look at the Rockymounts Backstage. This one's gonna hold it by the front wheel of the hook. It's gonna be padded. We also have a back wheel strap here to keep things tightened down. This worked really well on the test course. I like this design. I like Rockymounts. I use the monorail. It's a smaller version of this that just holds one bike, but this is definitely the beefier version because it has an extra feature that a lot of bike racks don't have. So it swings away from the vehicle. The whole thing swings out so you can get back hatch access if you need it. Really good for if you have a truck, you can swing that out and drop the tailgate, even have a seat and chill out there after a ride. So when it comes to security on this one, it has a post that you can run a cable lock through your bike, attach it here with a lock. I like how easy it is to get that set up. You can even run it through two bikes and back to the spot and lock it up with the same cable lock. Now it also locks at the hitch as well, so you don't have to worry about anybody messing with this when you're not around, like a lot of the other bike racks we showed you today. Also, with this, it tilts away, so not only does it swing out, but it also tilts away. So you get both features when you need them. Next up, we're gonna look at the Kuat Piston Pro. So this one stands out because it's gonna hold both tires with the arms. Not only that, is the pistons themselves. So you'll see how easy it is to get them ready to go to load up your bike on both sides. Not only does it look cool, it helps you load up your bike quicker. So instead of messing with a strap on the back wheel or a hook at the same time, you can hit those. They open on their own, like you saw, and then you can get your bike and then set it into place. Security is also good on this bike rack. You see right here is where you're gonna plug in your cable locks that it comes with, so you'll run through the bike. It attaches to the bike rack right there, clicks into place, and that's all locked up. It also locks to the hitch as well down there, so you don't have to worry about the bike rack or the bike itself. It still tilts like the other ones we've shown you. Pretty easy. You got the handle right here. You have to lift up with one hand a little bit, push down the lever. It tilts out of the way. Now, if you have it fully loaded with 3 bikes, it's gonna be a little bit heavier, but 1 or 2 bikes, completely manageable. Something else we found we liked about this bike rack compared to some of the other ones we've worked with is how you can adjust it. So you can adjust for different wheel diameters. Right now it's at 29 for the mountain bike tires, but if you had slightly smaller ones, you could adjust it. That way every bike has the right fit. You can already go down to 20-inch diameter, and then some that are for the fender kit only, so they'll hold it underneath the fender. But I like how easy it is to adjust. Some bike racks you have to get tools and actually loosen this and move it around or pull a skewer out. This just has these 2 buttons you push in, it slides up and down, and goes into place. Ultimately, it's up to you. So hopefully the bike racks we took a look at give you a better idea of some features you really like or some features you could do without. You can go away from budget to high end or somewhere in the middle, but now you have a better idea what you're looking for to get to the trails of your mountain bike. Personally, I'm somewhere in the middle on this one. I usually don't go for the budget, and I don't need some of the features of the higher end ones. I like the ones that make sure that it holds it by the wheel and not the frame, and I don't want a center mass in the middle. So those are the features that are important to me for easy loading and unloading, and something that's gonna stay on my car all the time. If you like this video and you want to see some more, you can click right here. If you want to see the product we looked at, you can click right over here. If you want to check out a playlist of a bunch of our videos, it's right there. And then if you want to subscribe, you can check out some reviews and installs.